Hi everyone, welcome back to another Diablo Immortal video. In this video I'm going to be doing Castle Defense Endless mode with my Warband. It's been a while since we did this, so yeah, we're going to give it a go now, and we're just setting up the raid at the moment. So we've got our groups being set up. I'm just chilling at the moment by the lovely campfire in the castle. It's nice and cozy here, nice atmosphere. Get away from all the chaos from around Westmarch and everywhere else. So this is where you have to go to initiate defense, and there's normal mode, endless mode. We're going to be doing endless mode, and there's a variety of different rewards you can get and try and get a decent score. That's quite cool as well. You get to get on the leaderboard, and you can sort of compare yourselves against other warbands and see what time you got for endless mode compared to them, see how long you lasted in endless mode. It's because it's been such a long time since I did this, I'm not really sure what time we're going to get. So it'll be interesting to see how long we can actually go on for in endless mode this time. Normal mode's really straightforward and quite easy, to be honest, and doesn't really take that much effort. But for those who don't know and are fairly new to the game, you just have to fight off waves of enemies and just survive as long as you can in your team. So you'll take a look here when I jump in. You'll get to see some gameplay of Castle Defense. This is a really cool image as well on the loading screen. So this is the area pretty much. You've got these sort of spikes here. I don't really do much, but just stop enemies. You got the door here. You basically don't want the enemies to come up to this point here. So if we move down here, I'll show you where the front line is. So here, this is the line which slowly moves backwards over to the castle door, and the aim of this mode is to fight off the enemies as much as you can and keep them at bay. So it's just a case of holding your ground, taking out as many enemies as you can. There will be some globes that drop that push this line back slightly, so it's always a good idea to keep an eye on that. And yeah, it's quite a nice mode to do with your warband. Test out some of your essences as well. For example, I've tried to go in with corpse lance before and corpse explosion. I remember one time I had a endless mode build where it was just like chilling corpse explosion on the enemies. That was quite cool as well, especially when you get towards the later stages when you get lots of enemies by the door. You can sort of freeze a lot of them and then do that stacking chill attack, so that's quite cool. The build I've gone in this time is very summon heavy and some buffs with my bone armor, a critical hit chance, critical damage increase, and skeletal mages, golem, skeletal champions, soulfire because I prefer the ultimate that you get. It's more fun to use. So yeah, as I said, I don't really know what time we're going for and what we will get. I remember, actually I can't remember, trying to think of what score we used to get before and how long it used to take. Maybe like 12 minutes or something, 13 minutes if I remember correctly, or maybe it was more than that, I'm not sure. But because it's been so long, this run here, whatever we get, it will be a nice sort of benchmark for future defense, castle defense modes. I think you need 5 warband members to get in the leaderboard. I need to confirm that. So looking at the group at the moment, we're just missing one member. We've got Risha, myself, Bookie, and I died. That was a bad time to check. Oops. Hopefully no one noticed what happened there. Risha, myself, Bookie, Benkai, Agadea, Helena, and GZ is the current setup for defending the castle. On the left hand side you can see the castle door life. and how much is remaining there. You can see your overall score and the time elapsed as well. And you can use all of your skills. And if you have a look at your character, you go in with all of your set items, you go in with your full gear, and all of your legendary items and everything like that, and your gems. So it's not like any of the other modes where it sort of removes some of those items. You go in with your full build pretty much, so which is good. You can sort of play around with a decent castle defense build. So these earlier stages are not too bad. You're basically just running up and down this area, fending off the enemies. It starts to get tricky once this line starts to push closer to that door, and the enemies do really push in hard. Then you'll get some bosses in between, you'll get like stronger enemies, you'll get more enemies, and yeah, it will get trickier to push this back. So you saw I got a globe there which increased critical hit chance, which is quite nice, and I'm going to use my ultimate just because there's a few charged cores on the floor there that can be picked up. So there we go, I picked another one up, so I'm going to use my ultimate again. And we've got a frenzied orb which increases the critical hit chance. And it's quite a nice mode to play around with your build, which you can use to deal with multiple enemies and yes, sort of slowing enemies down, stunning them, keeping them at bay. That's why I quite like the freezing corpse explosion. Unfortunately, I erased that build I'd saved from a long time ago, so I didn't get a chance to put together a proper corpse explosion build, so I thought I would go in with a summon build this time, which is always fun because you just get more helpers trying to defend the castle gates. But yeah, for those of you who are watching this video who are either new to the game or haven't picked up the game yet, at least you can see some gameplay of what this defense is like. The proper name of the mode is actually on the right there, and on the left is Defense of Cyrangar, or Cyrangar, however you want to pronounce it. But that's what the actual proper name of the mode is, but we just usually call it Endless Defense or Defense. In the game, we usually just say, do you want to do Endless Defense or Normal Defense, and we're referring to this mode. But at least you can see what the game mode is like. It's quite fun. Normal mode is very, very easy and requires less attention really. The waves go by fairly quickly, but in endless mode, especially if you're in a larger group like this and you want to try set a decent score, you do want to pay attention. You want to try and get as best score as you can, and obviously last as long as you can, so you don't want to be like standing around AFK or anything for too long. Everyone needs to do their part to try and help fend off the enemies, kill them as quick as we can, just so we can keep that timer up. It will be interesting to see what score we get if we get on the leaderboard for this. For some reason, I seem to remember a score of like 15,000 in the old days, or like the early days of the game, or maybe it was 20,000. It's been so long since I did this, so I'm trying to remember the score that we used to get really close to last time. But since then, you know, we've gone past Paragon 500, we've had more essences, our combat rating shot up. There's been some huge changes to the game since then. Yeah, we've all got better gems and everything as well. it seems to me we're actually doing quite well so far. We're pushing these enemies back for a lot longer than I expected. 8 minutes in. We'll see what happens when we get to about 12, 13 minutes in. Pick up that quickening orb just to increase the movement speed and attack speed. And I can quickly go through the essences that I've equipped towards the end, but there's a lot of different builds that you can use and play with. I used to have, I think Agadea might have the lightning summon build, which is what I used previously as well. You can set lightning up on your mages and on your skeletal champions. Okay, so Richard just sent a message saying 78k is top endless score this week. So that's way past the scores that I used to remember seeing on this mode. That's insane. 78,000. Yeah, that must have been a really decent group. Probably a really good setup and just going for a lot longer. Wow, let's see if we can get 30,000. That'll be nothing great, but let's just see if we can get there first. Let's look at 30. Oh, there's like these icons you can see on the map here. I went and sacrificed myself to get that because that pushed the fog backwards a bit. Okay, just use my ultimate again. Oh, got red ultimate. Might as well click my gravestone. So yeah, that fog orb that I picked up basically just keeps pushing this line back. So you want to try and get those to spawn if you can. It's random, but if you do see them, like you can see it on the map here, this purple one. If you don't click it, but if you just go and collect that, it will push the line back. You just need to get lucky at trying and get as many of them dropping as you can, so you can at least push the enemies back further. I've had some endless matches in the past where we've not had them drop for ages. It's been really annoying, so we've not been able to push the enemies further back quick enough. So it is really just based on luck. I think it's just random when they drop. But the more they drop, the better, because then it means you can just hang around for longer, keep pushing the enemies back, and then it will increase your score and time. So you can see someone just picked one up there. It pushed the line back a little bit. So it's definitely a fun mode to do with your Warband members. If everyone's online, sort of get together and sort of see how long you can last for pushing enemies back. So I've just been hit with really bad lag there. That's awful. I don't know if that's something that everyone's going to get. I don't think that was just me. I think everyone might be hit with that lag. "13 minutes in." I think I did say let's get to the 30k milestone to begin with to get that score. Let's collect these orbs. Okay, so we have a boss use my ultimate. Oh, their legendary item drop. It says Venton's Essence. So yeah, you get essences drop as well that help you out in this mode. And that aids your raid team a little bit. So you can see we're getting a bit closer to that castle door now. So, you know, from this point onwards it is going to start getting quite tricky and a lot more challenging. This is where we'll end up seeing a few more deaths as well. You'll die a lot quicker because there's going to be a lot more enemies pushing towards that door. And this is where I really need to make sure I stick near my party members to keep bone armor on them now. So I'm going to keep an eye on my party here, put bone armor on them. And it looks like my party are staying on this side of the map, so I'll probably stick around here with them. And let me just double check. Yeah, so on the other side we've got the other party. It's crazy that we've got a 78k score on the leaderboard. That must have taken ages as well. So that's the only thing about this mode. It is quite time consuming. There was an update, I can't remember when it was quite a while ago, where they made this mode end a little bit quicker or something. I remember seeing that in a patch notes quite a long time ago in one of the updates. One of the changes to endless mode. But still, it's definitely a mode which is time consuming. Normal mode isn't too bad at all. In normal mode you can finish that fairly quickly, and it's a lot easier as well. It's just endless mode, which is obviously a bit more challenging, and especially if you want a decent score, it's going to take a lot longer. Oh, it's really bugging me that Benkai isn't clicking on his gravestone, which is right there. Just pick up your gravestone. At least your loot doesn't drop with you like the older Diablo games. When you die in Diablo Immortal. I used to play a game, an online, massively multiplayer online game called Legend of Mir back in the day. And when you used to die in Legend of Mir, you used to get like a load of your equipment drop as well. And this used to include some really like unique items that used to drop. And yeah, that used to be really scary every time you died, and you basically got this like square of loot around your body. And it was like, oh no. And the thing is, anyone can come along and pick up your items. So you know, if people aren't really friendly, they will come along and steal your loot, your items and equipment, and then just run off with them. And it's very unlikely that you'll get them back. And that was like brutal days of MMOs. Lots of fond memories with Legend of Mir. We're getting slightly laggy again here. We're still hanging on in there. Okay, so we've got just past that 30k score that I was looking towards. And I wonder if I'm going to have to find out if anyone else is affected by this lag in this mode as well. Because that was really bad. Okay, we're getting really pushed here. We really need some fog Spain. I think we just got one there, so we've pushed the line down a little bit. But this is where the lag becomes insane. We've got a large group in this very small instance with all of these enemies. I mean, Trial of the Hordes used to lag like crazy with just 2 people and a load of enemies. So yeah, this is a lot worse with a full warband. potentially, yeah, we're missing one person, but you can have a full warband and fairly small space, and all these enemies taking up too much resources. See, I'm basically focused on, I'm just summoning as much as I can. The golem's got quite a long cooldown, unfortunately, but when he is up, there are some good skills that the golem does, and my golem also slows down enemies. I wonder if we can hit 40k. So you can see that the death count is starting to increase at this stage. This was where it's starting to get really difficult, and if I look back, the castle door is only here, so it's not far away at all.
Fear not the end.
So this is where we need to get quite lucky with the drops to push the fog back.
Vengeful spirits.
The more of those drops we can get, the better. It's just going to give us some breathing room. So increased critical hit chance. Oh, of course, when I did that, there's no enemies around. And I clicked on my ultimate as well. That's really annoying. Okay, let's get bone armor. My party. Okay, so we've got another boss come in, Amalgamation. Read his name too quickly there. Wow, the boss like tried to push up to the stairs. So I got Howler's Essence dropped. We had some Fogbane, I think, as well, which has pushed the fog back. Might have given us a few extra minutes there. Hounds invade from the north. Oh, that lag's kicked in. Yeah, I will find out afterwards if everyone was hit by this lag. It's getting really chaotic here now. Okay, just making sure I keep applying bone armor. I've got resurrection stone. Okay, we need some fog bane to push this fog back.
Is inevitable. It is not my time, it seems.
Halfway there. I can't imagine 70k, 78k. Be like another 20 minutes of this. Imagine how many dungeons we could do in the same time as we've done endless mode. And you can see why this is quite a time-consuming event to have to do with your warband every week. I mean, it's, you know, it's for the more hardcore. We've got the time to spend 30-40 extra minutes with the whole warband every week on top of raids, but it does make sure you get in the leaderboards for defense as well. But you can also just do normal mode with your warband, so even if you can't do endless mode, at least it's a good idea to just do normal mode with your warband members, and that's manageable because it doesn't take too long. It's a lot easier and kind of more fun as well, just because it's doesn't take as long. So around about this point, endless starts to get a little bit more boring, but definitely not more boring than Vanguard, because that's the most boring event in the game at the moment. Because at least in defense you have to move around, whilst in Vanguard you pretty much just run to one pile, stand on a spot, spam your attacks, pretty much hold down a button, and then move to the next pile, rinse and repeat 5 times, which is quite a long time. So yeah, not looking forward to doing that tomorrow. Okay, we've got another boss. Hopefully the boss drops some fog bane so we can push this fog back a bit more because we need some more breathing room. Okay, there we go. I did not see any fog bane drop there, which is quite annoying. You would have thought killing a boss would at least drop one. Okay, things are going to get really tricky here. So we're up to the spikes now, and you can see those spikes there have been destroyed. That's a cool little effect there. And yeah, this lag is pretty bad now. As we're getting closer to the door, the lag's gotten even worse. And yeah, I'll probably catch up with GZ and Risha to see if they also hit the same level of lag, because now I can barely do anything. I could probably type and find out now. Is anyone else lagging? And see what response I get if it's just me. Oh, that was a bad spot. I thought I was standing far enough back there. That's a bit annoying. So so GZ just says stuttering for me, FPS issue. Risha seems to be okay. And Lana's getting instant kill by something. Trying to get this fog bane to push this back. There we go. Try and get all of these orbs. There's a spinning blade which seems to be one-shotting everyone. I'm just trying to keep an eye on my party members on a map so I can cast bone armor on them. Oh, we got another fog bane. That should push back the fog a little bit more, give us a bit more breathing room. 47,000. Not bad. Let's see if we can hit that 50 mark. So yeah, if GZ's getting FPS stuttering issue and he's on PC, it's a bit worrying.
Your corpses are mine.
Okay, got bone armor set again.
It is not my time, it seems.
Okay, we have another boss. I'm going to use my ultimate. And every time you use your ultimate, something comes and kills you. Happens in PvP as well, sometimes. It's always annoying just as you kick off your ultimate. You think it's safe, and then you hit your ultimate and then something just one-shots you. There should be enough globes to get my ultimate back. Hopefully. There's a Howler's Essence. And don't know how effective that's going to be, but... Oh, the fog just got pushed back a bit more. Get my gravestone. I'm just bouncing around now. It's just like stuttering quite bad. So this is one thing which you kind of have to put up with this mode. If you are prone to these... I don't know what killed me there. I can't even see... I wasn't near the fog. I didn't see any spinning blades either. So yeah, I'm not sure what got us there. Oh, the fog just got pushed back quite heavily there. And let's go and cast bone armor on my party members. I don't know if I got them there because it would start stuttering, and as soon as I clicked bone armor, my party members sort of jumped to the left a bit more. Okay, so whoa. Okay, I don't know what killed me there that time as well, and that was I just saw my health bar just shoot down straight away. I had bone armor set as well, so it kind of sliced completely through bone armor. Okay, let's go again. I wasn't able to get my ultimate up either. Yeah, same again. Starting to get one shot now. So this is where it's getting really difficult. Corpse explosion with a chill might have delayed things very slightly, but still would have been quite tricky. I would need a decent amount of damage on the corpse explosion. That's why I thought I'd go in with my summons. At least I've got a lot of help. Even if I'm like standing back, at least my summons can do a lot of damage. Right, I'm going to use my ultimate further back now. It's so laggy, I can't really see what the hell's going on. I'm just tapping my ultimate, but I don't even know if it's doing anything. Hopefully that killed a few enemies. I need to go down and hit bone armor on my party members, but they're jumping around a lot. Hopefully that got them. But yeah, this is where the lag really kicks in. And it kind of goes away, so you get like a massive lag spike for a while. You get this like burst of lag. And then it sort of dies down and you're okay for a while. So it's not like constant lag, it's really odd. It just like spikes where the FPS completely messes up for you. Okay, we have another boss. I want to cast bone armor on Risha. I think I got her. I can see a lot of meteors coming down with Starfire. And yeah, you get quite a long cooldown when you die as well. So you can see it went up to like 16 seconds as the cooldown. Just, you know, quite brutal in a mode like this. You're kind of wanting to get back into the action, and you're just having to watch that resurrect timer punishing you. Attack speed and movement speed increased. Let me get that charged core I can see. I don't die trying to get it. So I need this lag spike to go away, so I actually get a bit of smoothness. What the? Don't know what killed me there. I had bone armor. I was just going back to get that Svensson's essence, and I got killed. $57,420 as a score, and with 32 minutes in so far. We need to get lucky with some fog Spain that can keep the fog away. Okay, there's a Fogsbane now on the right. I'm going to get it. There we go. So as soon as you click that Fogsbane, that line pushes back. So make sure you grab that straight away if you do see it. I'm trying to cast bone armor, but once again the party members are jumping around on my maps. Quite hard to get in range. I'm going to die. I'm going to die. There we go. I was trying to move back. I had no potions and it was just... I could see the health bar slowly going. Oh look, now the lag spike goes away after I'm dead. I can see in the background it's all like really smooth now. It's only when I'm playing I get that crazy amount of lag. If we can get 60k, that would be impressive. Oh, and there's a Fogsbane in the right in the middle. Oh, it's 2 Fogsbane. Oh, damn. Hopefully someone's going to run in and get that. I'm just using up my ultimate. Okay, someone did get that. Good, good. So if we can take out this line of enemies, we've got the fog pushed back a little bit more. This lag is killing me more than the enemies, to be honest. It's like you're trying to defend the castle gate against enemies and lag. Okay. Extra enemy. It's so annoying. I remember this when I last used to do defense ages ago as well, endless mode. I do remember the lag, and seems like that's not been sorted out yet. But I will find out afterwards if this level of lag is just for me or for everyone else as well, and if Game Zone's lag is just as bad with his lag spikes. See, look, now it goes away, so now it's quite smooth. So it sort of comes and goes. So there is a boss icon on the map who's coming closer. Oh, I saw my health bar go down by half and I was like, oh no, that's it. Yeah, I think this is it. We've got too many enemies at the castle gates now, and the resurrection timer has probably hit all of us. It's going to be tricky to recover from this point. All we can do is, yeah, there's nothing we can do. So we did get within 61,000, which is really, really good. We were missing 1 member, but we still had a really, really strong team. We haven't done this in a long time. Got a trophy, give me more. That could be due to the score. And that is castle defense with the Warband, which you can access in the Warband castle. And here are the results. So total score 61,840, elapsed time 35 minutes 38, and rewards, so I got legendary. I got 2 legendaries there, and I got that chest as well and some more loot. So yeah, pretty decent run there. If you click on the castle door, you do get an overview of the mode. So it does tell you a bit about normal mode, and then you can read up about endless mode here as well, and some of the rules. So it does say participants in warband groups of 4 or more will accrue a bonus warband activity. So you need 4 or more to get the actual bonus points for your warband activity. So yeah, that's important to keep in mind as well. And the top 10 warbands will earn a special frame and additional weekly rewards as well. So hopefully we've got in the top 10. If I go to the essences, just to quickly scan through the essences that I went in with. So I've gone in with bone armor granting 5 charges of immunity. I've gone in with archers just to keep them back a little bit. I didn't want them rushing into the fog and then dying, so that's why I went with archers. I've got the bone armor increasing critical hit damage by 30% and the cooldown being reduced, and then increasing the critical hit chance by 14% and more cooldown reduction as well. I've got Golem now does the devouring golem, who also slows down nearby enemies. I thought that might be useful towards the end. And skeletal mages that move around and deal more damage the longer they're attacking an enemy. Command golem makes nearby enemies vulnerable, causing them to take increased damage, and increasing the damage by command skeletons. And I think for the paragon I just went with slinger, but I also could have gone with brawler as well. So yeah, I had a choice of brawler and slinger. I was switching between skills and attacks quite a lot, so I thought I'd try it out slinger. So yeah, they're the essences that I went in with. Okay, so now if we check out the Warband leaderboard ranking, so if I click on leaderboards, and now if I go to defense of Cyrangar, and there we go, we made it into the top 10. We're number 6, so that wasn't too bad actually. So here we go, that's the Warband which I'm in, 61,840. So that's quite cool that we made it into the top 10. nearly into the top 5, because the next one up is 63,100 exactly. And then the top is exactly 78,000. Just MVP. That's definitely an MVP score. Yeah, really impressive. Wow. Pretty cool. So yeah, we're up there in the top 10. So that's how we ended up. I'm quite happy with that. And yeah, I hope you all enjoyed watching that defense run with my warband. And good luck with your own warband defenses. And yeah, I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.